As Speaker of the House, it is my responsibility to lead the House of Representatives and to do what is right by the American people, and that's what we did today in two very important votes. The first was a common sense, very reasonable, nonpartisan effort to keep the government open. This is a very short 7-week holdover of government funding. We are going to allow more time for the appropriations process to continue. We have been working very hard here to get appropriations back to some semblance of regular order, and I'm proud of the work that the House has done, having passed 12 separate appropriations bills as the system is supposed to work, 3 off the House floor, 3 off the Senate floor. We voted to go to a conference committee to resolve the differences between those bills and to keep this process going. So the responsible thing to do was to keep the government open to allow a little more time for that to happen. So we put a short-term, very clean CR on the floor today that will allow just that. We did it early enough to allow our Senate colleagues to process this. Unfortunately, we didn't have, I think we only had one Democrat come along with us on that, and that's shameful in my opinion, because we could have turned this into a partisan measure, and we chose not to do that. We're trying to operate in good faith here. Now, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats issued a counteroffer. And the counteroffer is filled with poison pills and partisan demands that will break the system down, and Chuck Schumer knows that. He's trying to force, for example, and everybody at home needs to understand what Chuck Schumer is trying to do, is force $1.4 trillion in additional spending on the American people, a spending hike on a very short-term continuing resolution to keep the government open.
Republicans know that this partisan, reckless, dirty spending bill is dead on arrival in the United States Senate, and yet Republicans continue to refuse to even discuss protecting the health care of the American people. It appears that Republicans believe that health care should simply be a privilege available only to the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. We strongly disagree. Access to high-quality, affordable health care is a right, and Democrats are on the floor of the House of Representatives vindicating that right at all times. And that's why we're voting no.